Hello, Biome artists. I have had a lot of requests to do another artwork inspired by op art. So today we're going to be making art that looks like it pops off the page, even though the paper is flat. Now, for today's project, you can either use a simple shape like a circle here on the bottom, or you can be inspired by Valentine's Day and do something like a heart to make your design. To start off today, we need to draw our shape on our white piece of paper. I'm going to do a heart, so I'm going to draw a big heart shape on my paper. Try to make your shape pretty big so it fills up most of the page, but you want to leave a little bit around the outside edges. Now for this next part, you're going to need a ruler. You are going to use the ruler to draw a checkerboard pattern in the background of your picture. You're going to draw some lines going down, so I'll put my ruler there. Draw a line, stop when I get to the heart, and then come out the other side. Then turn your ruler the other way and draw a line going sideways across your paper. Remember, don't draw any lines going through your heart or your circle shape. Now that we have those lines drawn, we have a pretty good guideline to do the rest of our background. So go ahead and do your entire background with vertical lines going up and down and horizontal lines going side to side until you have a whole checkerboard filling your background. Now, if you remember from our op art hands, we have to make it look like the line is bumping out when it jumps across the shape. So you're going to connect your top line to your bottom line, but you're going to do it with a curved line. You're going to do this all the way across one half of your heart. And then you can flip your paper over, and on the other half of your heart, the curves are going to go in the other direction. So it looks like it's popping out at us. So we're going to curve to the left this time on this half of the heart, even though the curves went the other way on the other half of the heart. Then we're going to do the same thing when we turn the heart sideways. Make sure your bumps are popping out toward the edges of the heart and they're curving outwards. Now it's going to be time to start adding a checkerboard pattern to our picture using your choice of materials, colored pencils, markers, crayons, whatever. Now you'll notice what I'm doing is I'm making a little tiny mark in the squares of my background. This is just to plan out what I'm going to color in each color. So pick your two colors. You'll see on my example that's finished for the heart, I used kind of an orange and a purple, and for the circle, I just used purple and white. And plan out which ones you're going to color, each color. I find it easiest to do the background first and then fill in the inside shape of the heart. Now, one other thing I want to mention about coloring, especially if you're using colored pencils, is you should always color in 3 directions. Start by coloring your area diagonally, and you can press down kind of light for that one. Then color your area vertically up and down, pressing down a little harder. And finally, color your area side to side, pressing down hard, and you'll get a nice even color when you do that with colored pencils. It also works great for crayons. Now, the last thing I want to mention is if you want to make it look like it's popping off the page even more, you can add a little bit of extra shading around the edges of your heart by pressing down just a little bit harder with the colored pencils or the crayons. You can't really get that effect when you use marker, but you can get it with something like colored pencils or crayons where you can adjust the value depending on how hard you press down. All right, guys, have fun, be creative. Feel free to put your own little twist on this project, and I can't wait to see what you create for optical illusion art.